Legend of Total War here with part 71 of my Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play campaign as the Japanese. Alright, so we've begun World War III essentially against the Allies. It's Axis versus Allies, which we intend to make the Axis forces suffer as well. So far everything's gone pretty well, so let's just continue with that. So we've already killed about 500,000 British forces, not to mention all their other allies. We've already defeated Liberia. Portugal was supposed to be defeated. Maybe they gained some territory somewhere. And Lebanon. Some very weak factions, but needed to be done. Now we've trapped a whole bunch of them here. They can escape by sea, but I don't think they'll try and do that. Problem is, though, I don't have the forces to make the attack here. We need to take Alexandria. If we take that, then they're truly trapped and they have no supplies. So I'm just waiting for these guys to get here. Hang on. I'll get them to strategically redeploy to here. Because I think this is where we can really make a good attack from. If we attack there first and then hit this from two sides. I could bring in more forces, but... actually, we do have a lot of supply here. Okay, that shouldn't take them too long. We'll keep pushing up the Nile so that they don't send reinforcements here to try and squash us. And we're trying to just wait for France to lose to the Allied powers up here. We want them to lose. And also, what's this? Yeah, I don't even know where their plan is. So these guys are about to land here and capture this level 1 port. We'll need to expand it if we want to get more supplies in here, which we'll need. Okay, good. Now you can actually strategically redeploy. Doesn't matter if you lose all of your organization, because moving around in Canada just fucking takes forever. Okay, get rid of this now. Don't need it. No, wrong thing. Yeah, see, they were trying to strategically redeploy. Don't bother with that. So there's a lot of them here, but it could be very costly to take it. We just need to minimize the cost it takes to get in there, because they're bound to be running out of supplies. Okay, so they're actually trying to make an attack here. Right, send another troop over there. Some tank should help help defend. How long are you going to take to get there? 22 hours. He'll hold out until then. Is it just me or is that number increasing? Because it was at 40. How many are you up against? You're only up against 2 and they have bad supplies. We just need to be mindful of our own supplies. Having bad supplies is just the worst fucking thing. Oh yeah, we took this. I forgot about that. Okay, so they're out of supplies. We just need to wait, because we want to take this, but we want to take as few casualties as possible in doing so. Okay, we've taken Macau. You guys get back over here. Western Canada, we have supply issues now. So we've actually got too many troops in this area. But it's only by a very small margin, so it's not a big deal. Let's build up the ports in both regions here. That will allow us to get more supplies in. Didn't I just fucking delete this? Okay, good. Actually, you know, just strategically redeploy down here as well. There's another port down this way. We should probably aim to get that. Okay. You don't need to stay here anymore. I doubt they've got any real navy. So you can come to here and just wait there. And slowly but surely, we'll make our way across Canada. Canada, we don't need for the resource. I don't think they've got any, really. Let's have a look. Resources-wise, a bit of aluminium, bit of steel, aluminium. Nothing much. Tiny bit of oil. But it's a staging ground. Once we build up the infrastructure up, we can build some forts along here. It's a good place to attack the Americans from. Because the Americans, they've got all the bloody resources. Undeniably the richest territory in the world. Look at this, 580 oil just from fucking Texas out there. Piece of shit. Alright, now you guys get in there. Hard and fast. I should send one of these as well, but that would leave this area undefended. Well, poorly defended, just leave it be. Anyway, it looks like they're winning very quickly. Try and get over to here as quickly as you can. Just to cut off just a few extra. It also allows us to attack here a bit faster. I could bring over the navy, but it's not in very good shape. I don't particularly want to attack them just yet. We've also got this here, but it's a bit of a stalemate. Okay, this is ready to go in 4 days. We better get you ready to go then. Okay, so once you want convoy protection, make sure that they're going to be safe. Okay, when the time comes, you guys are going to help with the invasion of India. I mean, the French don't really have that many forces. I don't really understand why they haven't fallen yet. They've got a lot of troops there. If they really want to, they could push it. How the fuck did the Greeks get that much strength? Alright, we might need to call in these guys. To help. We'll see if they give me some expeditionary forces. That'd be good. I'll use them to actually defend here. I might bring some more troops up that way actually, so you guys strategically redeploy to here. Because the thing is, they've still got to cross over a river, and these should be level 10 forts. They would have a very hard time, I think, taking it, but we should just put more troops there anyway. Because they could just grind us down into a submission. It'd still be very costly for them, but we want them to fail as well as be costly. Okay, I've taken this, so that's going to make it easy. These guys here, they're cut off from their supplies. We just need to just wait and we can take them on at a time of our choosing. I should actually bring a few more of these tanks across the river here. They'll finish them off. So we've lost quite a lot of manpower already in this war. Just need to be mindful of that. Alright, 2 days until they're ready to go. Supplies are still an issue here. Yeah, I don't expect that's going to change anytime soon either. Okay, I want you two to strategically redeploy to here, and the rest of you invade. Actually, we need to set you up into two groups. Over here and here. It'll take them a long time to get there because obviously they're just infantry. But there's no Canadian forces out here, so it's just capture whatever I want. And I want to capture it all, of course. Okay, they're on their way? Yep, they're heading off. Alright, cool. So, let's see how well this goes for us. Because I really want this area here. There's some... There's not heaps of resources, but there are definitely some things that I could use. Have we used up all of our tungsten? No, I got tons of tungsten. That's what they've got heaps of as well. But there's some good steel deposits around here. A little bit of oil. Rubber I don't think I need. I think I got up to my arse in rubber. Yeah, tons of that shit. Chromium we need, aluminium we need. And also, it's just a lot of people in this area. Even though they'll be non-core, I might be able to draft, I don't know, 500,000 of them. Or more, who knows. So I dragged them into the war, didn't I? Let's have a look. I did, but they haven't done anything yet. And they've got 40 divisions to assist with. So they should be out of supplies pretty much. Yep, maximum supply penalty. Okay. They should be very easy. They don't look like they've got any supplies at all. So once we take these two areas here, they all disappear. And then we move everyone back over here for the major assault. Which, they're probably low on supplies, but they've got some. So their supply status is 9%. But they would be heavily entrenched. So that we'll also get an encirclement penalty. But also defensive bonus because of the city, so... Are we ready to drop a nuke on Delhi? Yes we can. Alright then. Alright, let's have a look. So, look, as far as nukes are concerned, we've got heaps of them, so it's not a big deal. So they're at 80%. Now, I believe the minimum it can go to is 20%, so we should drop 6 nukes. I think it's 10% per nuke. I think. But I think it's depending on, like, the amount of victory points, infrastructure, I don't know. Let's just drop 1 and we'll see how that goes. So how long does that take to drop? It takes 12 hours to drop a nuke. I don't think it's actually going to kill any people. It's just going to destroy their infrastructure and drop their national unity. I'll take 39 divisions. I'll take that. So yeah, just fucked up everything there. Didn't actually kill anyone. They're only on 2% recruitment because of total mobilization. Okay, so what did that do to them? Yeah, just 10%. So let's just drop... Let's see. Because you can keep bombing the same place more than once, I think. 5 nukes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Atomic bombing of Delhi. For the first time and hopefully last time in history, a nuclear bomb has been detonated. No, there's going to be more bombings, I'll tell you that much. Because I don't want this war to last very long. I just want them to capitulate. The thing is, by me dropping nukes on a city that's only got 42 million people in it. Yeah, I was saying I'm trying to save lives here, but in realistic, I'm butchering millions. Alright, so we just dropped... Yeah, we dropped them down to 20%. Well, actually, 10% is the lowest it can go, I guess, but because they've got Why We Fight, I can't drop that any further. Alright, you guys start getting right over here. And when they're in position, we'll make the attack. I think we match them for numbers. I'm not sure if we're going to match them for stats. But just like it was at Gibraltar, as long as we keep the fight going, as they continue to die off, then as soon as their organization hits 0, then they die off. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, we've still got this over here. They haven't bolstered their forces here. I don't want to attack that just yet, though. I'm busy with other things. Okay, this is going ahead. Doesn't concern me. I mean, it does concern me, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so when you land, you have to immediately take this port. If you can't take the port, we have to build one. So I gotta say, there's a lot of Indians up this way. I doubt that they've left many forces up here. Okay, looks like there are troops here, but hopefully you can beat them. You've only got 3 days worth of supplies, which isn't much. Hopefully most of them are landing here. Nope, they're landing... Fucking idiots. Why do you only send one in the area? I shouldn't have... The thing is, I want to put them in multiple spots, right? Because, you know, what if someone's there in this mountain area? They'll never make it. But they always put it. They don't put like 5 and 5. They put like 1 and 9. I don't know why they do that. Let's have a look at how all these repairs are going. Oh god, not particularly well. I suppose they're not really focusing too much on all those repairs. They're still building a lot of these other things. Once they finish up, I guess they'll get to it. It won't take long to actually repair them. So, fucking Italians. I want you guys now to search and destroy in this area here. Forget about... Okay, hold. Search and destroy here. Because these guys have made it. Wherever that fucking Italian navy is, I want you to destroy it. Should be able to wipe it out with ease. Now, what we'll need to do here is something that we did against Australia, and have pockets of areas of attack, just so we don't oversupply ourselves, because strangely enough, by having just small areas, it's a lot easier to supply them. At least to begin with. I keep losing more convoys. I'm probably building more than I'm losing, but still, I think we just should get rid of them. So they've now lost more men than me, that's great. And they've lost quite a bit of victory points. The thing is, this is not Indian territory here, this is Portuguese, so hopefully it won't be well defended. If we can try and get around them really quickly, that would be Awesome. Okay, you and you move it. Like, your fucking life depends on it, because it does. Get over here. Oh, shit, piece of shit. Trying to delete this fucking order. Okay, there we go. There's still another order out there. I don't know where it is. What level is this port? Level 1. Okay, it's shit, so we would only be able to get a little bit of resources in here anyway. So let's build that as well. Now I'm going to have to click this up quite a bit in order to find some factories for it. Because it's going to take them a month as well. That's once I get started. This needs to be top priority. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is much more of a priority than Canada. In fact, fuck Canada. Come on, get up there. Adana. Yeah, that's important, but not top priority. Because if we don't get supplies to these guys, they die. There's no guarantee I'm going to be able to take Goa. Okay. There we go. It's under construction. Now that'll be done 8th of December. Okay, so 1 month. So you should probably stay here and fortify and just protect the area. Because already they've got what, 72 days of supplies? No, 72 hours of supplies. Something going on over here. Is that a battle? Oh, they got sent back. It's alright. Four days. Oh, God. Naval invasions can sometimes be such a pain in the ass. Of course, I very rarely hire, what's it called? The troops that we actually needed. Marines. Okay, so they're not winning with all that. They have way more reserves than we do, but their reserves are in shit condition. Okay, we found that Italian navy. So we started off with 100. I think there was 34 of them last time I saw. So let's just hope we absolutely rip them to shit. Okay, I got another idea. Backup plan, if you would. If we come out over here and fortify, we've got fallback room. We've got time, because if this comes under attack, then it won't get built. Unfortunately, it will probably take them like a month to cross it. Oh no, it doesn't take that long. Their supplies run out way too quickly. And let's just hope we can actually get to Goa. If we can get to Goa, at least we'll be able to get some supplies there. Yeah, just make more convoys for the time being. So that's going nowhere. Come on, French, hurry up and lose. How are we going over here? Nothing's going on. I don't think there's any enemies out here at all. Any Indians. They just don't care. I mean, they probably do care, but... Anyway, let's kill them here. Because their supplies have now run out, their organization's out. They're starving, let's kill them. And then we'll open it back up again. Hopefully they'll go and reoccupy and we'll just do the same thing. But generally speaking, they don't do that. They don't fall for that often. But whatever the case, there's probably about 100,000 men there that we just killed. Pretty much for free. Okay, here's another order that we need to get rid of. Good, that was his last one. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to cancel this order. Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, right click, spawn, delete. There we go. I don't know what that order was, but I wanted to go on. Holy shit, we've actually lost a lot more ships than they have. We must have lost crap ships compared to them, because there's no way that our fleet wouldn't be as good as theirs. Same level captain. Looks like they do have some big ships, and our ships are outdated, so I guess that's to be considered. We've just hit 50,000. Look at them, 760,000. I forgot to... Oh, we won. I wasn't paying attention. Man, we killed another 250,000 at Alexandria. Very nice. I might just let them have a bit of a breather. Have a bit of a celebration there, I guess. They've earned it. Now, are these guys... Are my guys or allies here... Are they defending their territory or are they attacking? I think they're defending. Good. Because I want them to lose their territory. So these are the Bulgarian forces that they gave me. Okay, now they're losing some ships. I reckon I probably just lost a couple of destroyers. Destroyers are so easy to make. You just don't want to be losing like big old capital ships, battleships, because they cost a lot. Okay, it's just one of them there, but it's well defended. We probably wouldn't be able to take it. We'll need supplies here. But nobody's making any attempt to come over here, so... Hopefully our infantry, when they set up here, they can fortify and at least just hold out a couple of weeks if they do come under attack. While we're here, we should probably build another port. Oh, what the fuck? Build the ports up here as well, just in case. Now that does mean, of course, dragging this all the way up. That's a pain in the ass. So this is why you gotta have a lot of civilian factories. You don't have to push it up as far. Because all my areas are being bombed. And you might be like, oh, why don't you just get more ships? Well, that would... Well, not ships, planes. I've got the planes, but I don't want to lose the manpower. I don't have anything else to do with these civilian factories, and they're just bombing stuff that I don't need anyway. Just get them up there. Oh right, it's just past Adana. It's okay, my sword is more important. So many things need to be repaired. Okay, there we go. It's getting done. That'll be done probably 16th of December. Alright, so we've got a defensive perimeter around the place. We just need to wait now. In fact, I don't think we'll send reinforcements to them. We'll set up another naval invasion. With you as well. That's right, you're going back in. How many of your units have we got? 13. Okay, where are we going to go this time? Up here? Yep, you're going to land. All of you are going to land right there this time. So we lost... Hang on, let me have a look at this. So we lost 14 ships. They lost more. See, yeah, we just lost some destroyers and a few submarines. Destroyers are not a big deal. We destroyed 2 battle cruisers, 2 destroyers, 5 heavy cruisers, light cruisers, and 1 submarine. So I think, yeah, they got the worst out of that. Now my guys need some time to repair, so trash the order. Get over here. Why aren't they going there? Okay, there they go. Alright, how are we going in Canada? If we can get to this port here, that'll give us some more supply. Okay, some troops over here. Probably best we just hunker down for the time being. How many troops do the Canadians have? 47 maximum. Okay, so it's not much. Once we get a bit more supplies, we can bring in some more troops. But until then, they just need to be patient. They've brought some more troops over here to reinforce. Just leave it for the time being. So yeah, they got wiped out. Okay, so now we pull back. Come on. In the hope that they give it up. They take the territory back so that we can then retake it off them and kill some more of the bastards. We'll see. Okay, so they've brought some guys over here, but if they don't get to us within the week, within about 2 weeks, a little bit more than actually, we'll have built the ports. Or a port. I'm just thinking about attacking it because it must have strategically redeployed here. But you've been fortifying and this area is just plain, so I'll just hold out anyway. So I'm fine with the stalemate across here. Because like I said, we want to wait for France to be defeated before we really make the attack. Because we can't just defeat the United Kingdom and then expect the United Kingdom to somehow beat France. This is not going to happen, so we have to do that first. What level is the port here? Level 5. Good, if we capture that, we'll have a lot more supplies. Theoretically, at least. If you have a look at what the supply issue is, Yeah, local naval base limits it to 3. And there's also a victory point here. If we take that, that'll give us some supplies. So Vancouver's worth 2 supplies. Okay, so I think they just made an attack there, but it didn't do anything. I think our supplies are slowly falling. 8th of December, that's when it's going to get built. Let me just double check that actually. Yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning, 8th of December, 1956. 54% done, so it's halfway there. We haven't lost any territory yet, but we're, half supplied. Well, we've got half organisation, they've got no supplies. They need to hold out for 2 more weeks. Not exactly a very defensible position, but they just need to make do. Okay, they've made no effort to recapture their territory. Surprised Greece has got so many soldiers. I mean, 30 years ago they were part of the Ottoman... actually more like 40 years ago they were part of the Ottoman Empire. Didn't even have a country. I suppose they had partisans. Okay, so good to see the Swiss are absolutely ripping the French apart. That's what we want to see. And the French are being pushed back here. That's perfect. And they've given us all these forces here, and then we're just parking them over here. So we'll leave the faction, leave Axis, once they've made their way all the way down to here. Probably made the French actually capitulate, then we'll just give them back. And see what happens from there. And then we'll actually have to start doing something. Because what I actually want is for them to turn the French and all these guys back to being an allied faction. That way I can annex them in this war. Okay, 8 days, that's all they have to last now. So if you can get into a fight and hold out for 7 days, that would just be great. I mean, if they do get into a fight, that is. This guy's strength ranking is pretty low. The organization's dropping. But they haven't made any attacks. Well, they haven't made any serious attacks. They could win here. I don't know why they don't give it a shot. That doesn't go back up. We could stage a coup now with such low national unity. No, it's not worth it. I mean, it'd take more than a year. These guys will probably be dead by then. Good, 5 more days. But it'll take them 5 days just to get there, so we should be okay. However, it's only going to give us 3 supply. So we need to wait until the the ports have been built up even further. Which, it's the hardest part is just getting the first port built. Once that's built, at least they'll get some supplies, have less of a penalty, and be able to get their organisation back up. Probably up to 30% maybe if we're lucky. So they're still preparing. So yeah, we're going to have big time attrition problems for a while. Oh, okay, they made the attack there and didn't work. Vancouver's well defended. So we're going to need to build some ports. I know I cancelled a few, just whatever. And we might just hold this position here for the time being, because it's not like they don't have any supplies at all. It's just not a high priority to beat Canada right now. This other stuff will get done within... But where is this? Kabul? Oh, fuck this stuff. We don't need any of this crap. They're not even making the attack. Just forget it. Yeah, good. Hurry up and repair all this garbage. Okay, 8th of December, so the ports came, or the port has been built. Supplies, we're in the green. We can actually bring in reinforcements. Okay, good. Well, with them at full supply, they're not going to be able to make any attacks. It's just not going to happen. But at least they'll hold out. Yeah, we just don't have enough men there, but that's okay. Then we're going to hit over here and just do the same thing. Because what this is going to do, we've got more troops than they do. We're going to stretch them really thin and hit them in weak spots. Because they're softening up their defenses on the border now to deal with small shit. Also, if we can take just a couple of victory points, it'll force them to surrender. How's your repairs coming along? He's repaired a bit, so that's good. So it's the last one that needs repair. The thing is with Romania, the only country that can actually touch them would be Greece, and they have to go through Bulgaria first. So what I'll do, I'll drag these guys into this. Call to arms, yep. Good. And all of those expeditionary forces that they gave us, well, a lot of them, I'm going to bring them back to here. So, by doing this, Bulgaria is going to be left virtually undefended. Actually, you. Get over here. I'll use their forces to defend my land, because I don't care about theirs. They're Axis powers. If possible, I would like to annex these guys in this war, but in order to do that, I have to firstly let the Allies beat them, then I have to leave Axis so that the only major nation in the war is France. That way they surrender, join Allies by, because they'll be instilled with... They either get annexed or a new government will be put in place. But anyway, they'll be taken out of Axis. Then I go to war with them, then I win the war, and then I annex everything for myself. That's the plan. Whether it'll go down 100% that way, hard to say. Okay, the French managed to push back again. How many forces do the Swiss have? Because they seem to be quite strong. They've got about 50 to 100 divisions. Added with Belgium and Netherlands and Luxembourg. And Luxembourg's like one soldier. They should be able to beat the French. Especially if the British go and help them as well. Good, their supplies back up to full. Yeah, they're not going to be able to attack. Not while we're fortified. How's your repairs coming along? You all done? It's getting repaired fairly quickly. Alright, good. Because this guy's almost ready to go. So you'll need to patrol. The Mexican opposition joined allies. Interesting. So that's good. That way I can go to war with these guys. Did they get turned fascist? No, they're democratic. Or whatever. And that way we can annex them, where we can actually... That's actually really good for us. I mean, they'll obviously bring a lot of strength, or some strength, to the Allies, but... I'm not worried about the Allies at this point. I don't think they're strong enough to take me. Oh, still paused. Anyway, I imagine that British Raj will be exiting the war soon. Because they'll surrender. Okay, so they've dragged them in. Alright, what are we up against with that? Okay, so expeditionary forces from Legionary Romania. I'll take those. Sure. Okay, so they'll be down the bottom here. He's bringing in a maximum of 79. I can deal with that, it's not much. And they're leaving most of that on the American border anyway, so it's all good. Is it just they left Vancouver undefended? Fine by me, I don't know why they do that. Let's control this really wide river here. So that's really useful. Do we have some supply issues here? I mean, apart from what it was before. Because they have really low organization. And what's the infrastructure like here? Fucking Canada. That'll get built in time. Don't bother sending them yet. Oh, they're trying to get out. Fine by me, they're just going to sacrifice their own troops. Good luck to them. I don't know what to do with these guys. Have we finished recruiting? No, there's still some guys in recruitment. I suppose it's a lot of the modern tanks waiting for supplies. Because we just don't have the supplies for them. Yeah. How many are we making each week? Of the modern tank, we're making 14 of them a day. Okay, so Bulgaria is getting overrun, that's what we wanted. France is not yet being overrun. They've lost a little bit of territory, but I wouldn't say they're being overrun yet. They could easily make a turn around if they made a decisive maneuver, I don't know. Actually, it'll be interesting to see if if we pulled out of Axis and then France saw themselves getting absolutely smashed, would they call in America? Because America will just come in and just destroy them. Destroy everyone. It's so much stronger. Oh, there's something going on over here. Oh, that's okay. We've taken Vancouver, which means more supplies, right? Yeah, supplies are now... We're all good for that. Still build up the ports anyway. But these guys will need some time to recover their organization. I think it's important that we take this. Because it's much more defensible. Okay, come over here. Oh yeah, the French are losing big time. What's this here? The Germans have invaded from Cherbourg. You don't expect the French to hold out much longer. Which is good. I don't want them to. So at the point we feel like even if they had these troops here, they still couldn't win, that's when we leave Axis. Until then, we just be patient and wait. Legionary Bulgaria capitulated. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal though. Right, I'm gonna send some more guys out here because the Greeks, they have a lot of troops. And I want to make sure that we do not lose Istanbul. We don't have any forts here, but if they crossed over that area there, they wouldn't be able to win. No way in hell. I don't know, they might actually. Maybe I'll send some more troops, just in case. I'm not doing anything with these guys, so I might as well use them. Or put them in a position where they could be useful, rather than just sitting out here in the middle of nowhere. We may actually need someone here. Yeah, we're going to need someone in Palestine. Well, I'll send a unit of infantry. So, you. There you go, get over there. These guys are ready to go. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, you just need to patrol that. Whenever you're ready, go for it. The plan is considered to be risky. Why is that? Like, if there's defenders there, then we'll just pick a different spot. It's not a big deal. There's plenty of ports around here. Or we could hit somewhere where there's no ports. It just would be ideal if we could just go straight over here and take this. And they've made no effort to retake this. I guess they realise it's not going to happen. They keep bolstering their ranks here. Alright, so that's what I want you guys to do then. I want you to join his army. Strategically redeploy to here. Well then I'll just set up a front line then. So they're on their way, aren't they? Hang on, there's 58 of them there. What's the supplies like in this area? Oh yeah, it'll be fine. We've got fucking 130 available. That's heaps. Good, we managed to take it. They'll have a pretty hard time capturing this. And we can afford to be patient. We've got the advantage in this war, I feel. What's this? Republic of Guatemala. When were they at war with this? When did they become part of the Allies? I mean, I don't personally care. I think they're too small to do anything. But this is my opportunity to get some more, or get some South American territory. There's some oil here, but that's all they've got. I mean, oil's great and everything, but it's the steel that I really want. Alright, let's see this. Let's just see how this goes. How's their repairs and everything coming along? Yeah, they just keep consistently bombing shit. It's fair enough. I mean, it ties up all my bloody civilian factories. Makes it annoying when I need to build something new, put it up to the front. Because there is no, just move it up to the top button. Unless there is. Oh my god, there is. Shift click. Oh, fucking hell, like... I feel like a dumbass. Pre-recorded, guys, pre-recorded. I couldn't have known your comments because the videos aren't all up yet. Anyway, I feel better whenever I learn these things myself. They want to send in another 44 units. Oh my god, they're so dumb. Alright, hang on. Where'd they send them from? From here. Alright, so strategically redeploy them down here. Allow France to be overrun. What about those ports in Canada? Oh my god. It just makes it so much easier. This game's got everything you need. I just didn't know about it, that's all. All I had to do was check. Of course I want a paradox realize, you know what would be a good idea if we actually put it so that you can put it to the highest priority first? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Someone's probably going to get annoyed when they're really big and they've got a list that's like 500 long. Alright, let's just hope no one's in Ahmedabad and we can just go straight there and take it. There's a port in Ahmedabad. I mean, there's ships in Ahmedabad. So it says here it will take them a few days. It'll take these ones 2 days to get there. And it's a level 2 port. Let's send some of the other guys around other places as well. Some of the slower ones. Because if we capture these 3 here, then those are safe. We could actually make quite a bit of a push from here, if we can get the supplies quite quickly. Of course, if they put someone in there within the next 2 days, 1 day, then we'll have to build a port. And we'll make them pay for it. No, we won't. So France is very quickly being overrun. Over here, we are fine. Romania will get overrun before too long. Right, so let's have a look here. So, looking at Vichy France, they're fairly close towards capitulation. They've only got 88 divisions left. They've lost 335 men, 1,000 men. They've got 444 points in occupation. I've got more than that. It's just that they've taken a lot in casualties, so that's why it feels like it shouldn't really matter. I mean, if they surrender utterly, that war score will mean nothing. I'll return to having all of the war score. I think the areas they've got occupation are down here. This is where the United Kingdom are not fighting very well. And the thing is, when France does capitulate over to the Allies, they're of course, going to take all my African territory. But that territory means shit to me. It doesn't fucking matter. Maybe I should put some troops over here to get ready for an African campaign. But that being said, their national unity so bad, all I have to go do is come over here and make them surrender again. And we've taken Ahmedabad, which is going to provide us with all the supplies we need for those guys. So great, and that is perfect timing because that's the end of the episode there. Right on an hour. So everything's looking really good. I don't think the British Raj is going to hold out much longer. Because for one thing, I bombed the living fuck out of them, so we only need to take a few victory points from them. If we can get to Delhi with this, then they will automatically surrender. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 72 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.